Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where I'm back. And today we're going to be looking at chicken, Campbell soups, getting dragged through the mud. What? So I want to take a look into, was the chicken really fake, or is this chicken really these high quality ingredients that Campbell soup is inquiring and saying, hey, this is what it actually is. So without further ado, let's get into it. But reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into it. What is this Campbell soup? Fake chicken? Not fake chicken? What's kind of going on here? So, okay, yeah, they're lying. They're lying. The high priestess reverse. This is lies, deceit, deception. This is not connecting up to your higher intuitive self. This is like, we're not kind of listening at this point in time. Why? Because they're trying to avoid disaster. Y'all, if you think they got real chicken in some of that, in some of those products, y'all, let's look at the messenger. I'm looking at Campbell soup. I'm not looking at the VP. So I'm looking at Campbell's soup, the company, not the VP that was fired. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of deception here. Why? Because at the center of it, they want to maximize profits, have lots of money, and undercut what they're actually putting into the products. Into their goods, because their hopes and fears here, their hopes with the sun is they want to keep everything buried. They want to just keep everybody's hunky-dory, happy, no secrets are coming out, everyone's happy, everyone's fine, don't panic. However, the unseen obstacle here is this VP who's in charge of cybersecurity, but also these are people at the top who are like, yeah, we need to maintain our control, we need to maintain what we have, because the negative influence here right now is that they do not need a media storm of what have you really been putting into our food here, and how much does it really cost to make versus how much they've been really selling it to us for. Especially with the judgment card reversed here, like the negative influence is that they are trying to avoid public accountability through all of this. Like they want to keep everything buried, everything hidden, everything secret. What's going for them with the strength card upright is that they're on their back foot. They're also trying to just throw a bunch of shit out into the media. They're also trying to just throw like, we're stronger, we're bigger, we're better, we're faster, and we're just going to kind of, it's almost like the fake it till you make it, or fake it till you crash and burn, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. Because here in the past, yeah, their hands were tied. They were trying to think of new things, new innovations, ways to move forward. However, here in the future, this is bad press, bad publicity. There's more stuff coming about Campbell soups. I wouldn't doubt that we will be having more leaks come out, or there will be more internal discussions or reviews about what have they been really feeding the American public, because they're a very popular brand in America. And what's really in that soup that they are now claiming for poor people. Yeah, y'all, we got bioengineered meat in this shiz, in my opinion. Then again, I'm not a scientist. I don't know these people. I'm just here reading cards online. All right, now I want to take a look at yield VP that got fired. And I want to take a look at what's kind of really going on here. Like, why was he leaked of all people? Apparently the audio is over an hour and a half. I have not listened to all of it, but Campbell's, oh boy. Let's take a look here then. What about this VP? What was this VP? Why did his audio get leaked? Because this was like an hour and a half conversation in like a boardroom. Why did it get leaked? What's kind of going on with that? Okay, so yeah, we wanted to put out new communication with the Page of Swords upright. This is new communication. We want to bring new ideas, new perspectives. We want to share with the world things that we have written down on paper or things that we don't have written down on paper. Why? Because people have been getting away with this for a long time. This is like a vigilante type of group being like, okay, I want to do this because we're kind of sick and tired of people lying to the public. Because from a material influence, it's time to take down the oppressors, take down the higher institutions, these legacy businesses, because of what they've been doing. The Hierophant for me can have multiple different meanings, but for me, most typically, the Hierophant, these are like your big badass CEOs of the world, the movers, the shakers of the who's, what's, when, where's, why's Also, I forget who owns Campbell's, because Campbell's isn't, Campbell's is not like the I can't remember off the top of my head, but Campbell's is owned by a bigger brand. And like that brand is known for this. And it's like, okay, we're going to have to start taking down your brands to get to you. Because the hopes here was, yeah, your hard work paying off. Also, like, why was his stuff leaked? Because his was the most compelling. Also, I feel like out of everyone's, there's more than one person who's been caught and recorded saying this shit. More than one person for sure. And with that, it's like he was the first one to go. Multiple others will start falling. Expect other big business, big corporations who are kind of falling under. Like, I feel like there's Kellogg's, there's Campbell's, there's Nestle. Like, expect other brands to as well be being exposed for this. So he is not the first, nor will he be the last, nor will this be the last brand as well being exposed for this. Because the unseen obstacle here, why was it exposed? This is bad luck, bad opportunity. Also, was there someone who got screwed over in a money deal and they're like, okay, start releasing shit, y'all can't keep doing this? Because the negative influence here too, there's a mole in this area, or with the hermit, whoever did this was working not on behalf of like a larger organization or like a larger group or group effort. This is like individuals starting to rise up. I'm going to see, and I would expect more of this in the coming year as things start to shift, especially starting February, when Saturn moves into Aries. Expect things to start kicking off is what I'm really going to say, because it feels like, and this isn't going to be like organized movements. This is going to be individuals who are going to start leaking stuff out. This is going to, and it's not just going to be one, because once one starts, then the others rise up, then others rise up, then others rise up, and it's just going to keep going. Because what's going on here, this is new communication. This is like setting the record straight, wanting to bring balance to things, as well as just, it's time to let what's deep in the dark, let these ideas, let this information come out. NDAs, some of them, be damned. Because here in the past, yeah, it's all about how are you feeding your people? How are you nurturing other individuals? And here in the future, we're going to keep moving forward. Others will get exposed at Campbell's, at Walmart, at Nestle, like any major corporation, megacorp brand, like anything that's kind of to deal with all this, that all going down. This is just the beginning of the exposure of what's really going on in mega food and like not just fast food, but in commercialized food and what's really in these products and what essentially how the populace has been poisoned, in my opinion here. But that's just my speculation. All right, now I want to take a look at the big bad you-know-who's and see how are they feeling right now. What's going on with Campbell's? What's kind of the future of that? This guy was just feels like you just put it to us so well is kind of what I'm getting here for him, and why was this all leaked. But let's take a look at how is Campbell's feeling right now about this whole situation, things going on. Sure, let's take a look. What's going on with Campbell's? How are they feeling about no meat, exposure, King of Pentacles? Our vaults are being opened. Batten down the hatches. Vaults are trying to be opened. Secrets are starting to come out. Also, I see there's something to do with their money, and they're trying to prevent money losses. Because why is this? Because things are kind of going awry. They're trying to slow everything down with the Eight of Wands reverse. They want to slow everything down. It's like, if we can slow it down to the point that no one can, like, people aren't engaged with it anymore, then we're good. It's like people's attention spans can't stay more than like a month on something, especially if there isn't like new stuff coming out consistently. So they're like, slow the information, batten down the hatches, like make this seem, just have this come out, and then don't let more keep coming. Because from a material influence here, the Four of Swords, again, there's dirty secrets from the past are coming back. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. I know these cards don't show up that well here. Okay, that should be better. Should be better. I hope. You should at least be able to see a little bit better. Nothing's super washed out. So, again, yeah. Hopes and fears. They want people to just walk away forever. They want everything that's kind of going on to just kind of get silenced, get it dropped, get it thrown into the media, into the current of the river, into the current of the media, and just have it get washed away forever. However, the unseen obstacles, there's people who are against them and then there are people that are for them. Also, with the Lovers card upright, it does seem like even if they themselves aren't the ones who are being like mentioned, they themselves are going to be the ones who are talked about. They're going to be the ones who are connected. If their brand itself isn't going down, a brand connected to them or a brand that they own is going to then be like being talked about. Like they're not going to be brought away from this. Like a headline that I'm seeing is like, and I don't know if this will be true, but it's like Progresso soups found to be using manufactured chicken. Like, or otherwise the other one could be like, are soup brands lying to you? And like, they're going to have like the Campbell's soup, like logo on there. Like whatever it is, whatever this controversy isn't going away from them. They're going to be forever tied to it, whether or not they are the subject of that article. Campbell's soup will get clicks, monies, and views. So it's the correlation and causation, the correlation between the two is not going to go away. Even though that's what Campbell's wants, it's not going to go away because the negative influence here, the King of Cups, there's a lot of lying, there's a lot of manipulation, there's manipulation of emotions. What's going for Campbell's right now, they are kind of in a tailspin also, but I also get that they are super detached from everything kind of going on and this whole controversy. Like they're detached. It's like we can't come at this from an emotional perspective. Also secrets are being spilled, but they're also trying to figure out who these leaks are. Because here in the past as well with the Knight of Swords, there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of he said, she said type of energy when it comes to this. And here in the future, lies, deceit, deception. Don't expect a straight answer from Campbell's about what's really going on. I would say this, if anything actually does come out, it's going to take a few months because they're going to be burying everything. Leaks online, done. They're going to be paying to manipulate algorithms so stories don't get out there or things aren't being talked about. Like this is going to be mass media manipulation on behalf of megacorps because of we can't let people really know what's going on because here at the bottom, it's all about trying to get kids. It's trying to maintain their branding. It's trying to maintain what they've created as well and keep it a family-friendly brand, which in reality, I really don't think it is. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here when it comes to Campbell's soup, the mystery chicken. And I'm gonna personally say, yeah, I think we got mystery meat in Campbell's soup. So with that, feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, I just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching and hope to see you all in the next one. So thank you and bye. Thank you and bye.